Hey, welcome to another episode of That's a Wrap. We are so happy that you're joining us again. This podcast is about film and television production from an independent point of view. And I am Annette. I'm one of your hosts.
Hey, I'm Naomi, and we've got a great show today.
Yeah.
We are going to discuss 5 practical and impactful ways that you can beef up that resume. You can build that resume, even if you're a newbie.
Yeah, so you can get them coins.
Yes, them production, get that production experience.
Yeah.
And all the great ways you can get production experience.
Yeah, because you just ingenuity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And how to pad that resume. This conversation is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for anyone looking to break in.
Yes.
Build upon or level up, right? Because
Yep.
I think that this isn't all just like newbie stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not new, but it's still some, for me, there's some things that I do, as I'm building my career.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got a good show.
We got a good show, but what's up with you? How you doing?
It's been a time. That's all I can say. It's been a time. Interesting week.
Yeah.
Lot going on.
Oh my God.
Good stuff though. We are learning. We are doing it. We are learning day by day.
Yeah, I didn't think that it would be this much knowledge needed to creating a YouTube channel.
And it's wonderful knowledge. It's one of the many reasons why I love YouTube is because so many have come before us and they are leaving these crumbs.
Yeah.
They are showing us the way.
Yeah, they are giving us the keys
Mandalorian
to the
style.
Yeah. Shout out.
But there's just it's like it's taking in all of this information and then deciphering like, okay, what's best for us?
Yeah.
What's best for what we are trying to build? So yeah, it actually has me excited, even though it seems a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'm looking at something new and trying something new, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love this journey. I never thought that I'd be like consuming so many YouTube videos on how to produce channels.
That subscription pays for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah. Shout out premium, man. But this is good, and this is our first time.
Yeah.
This episode, we're new, and like this is only our 11th episode, right?
Yeah.
So as you can see, episode 11, take 1, so 111. It's gonna be a good show.
Yes, it is.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah. I guess that should be like another episode, like just talking about this YouTube channel journey.
Oh yeah, I think we have something coming up. I think one of our future episodes is really to kind of is delving into from where we are with it, and all the amazing content creators that are just teaching.
Oh my God.
YouTube University is everything.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is. So yeah, we've got some good stuff coming up. But let's
jump into our Who Be Talking segment.
Who be talking?
We be talking.
Who be talking?
We be talking.
Okay.
What you talking about today, Nay?
So one of my favorite content creators is Shannon E. Johnson.
Yes.
I believe that's her full government name. Of the Professional Pen. We'll link it in this video. I'm telling you, that's a great place to go for all things script related and screenwriting.
Right. And so like, you indies out there, do y'all know the Professional Pen? Do y'all use it? Like, we would love to know like what your feedback is with the Professional Pen.
Yeah. So she had a video talking about writing actions and great information. But what stood out for me, it just took me back to when we were writing various scripts and I'm sitting there describing something going on in somebody's head.
Yeah.
And you're just like, Nay, Nobody can see that.
Nobody can see that.
Nobody can see it. And one of the things is like focus on what the audience can observe. Right. If they can't see it, they can't see your inner thoughts unless you're speaking your inner thoughts, right? So the actions section in your script writing is really it gives the actor some direction, right? But also it has to allow the actor to do their thing, right?
Yeah, do their job.
Right. So focusing on what's observable is huge, because sometimes you're writing what's in here and you're putting it on paper because it's in the character's head, and nobody can see that.
Or it's in your head.
Or it's in your head. And once again, nobody can see that.
Nobody can see that.
Write mood and tone vividly, right? So it's kind of like using the senses, because in that actions part, it is you're setting mood, you're preparing the audience, right, for like something is coming, something's going on. Just be really descriptive in your actions as well.
And so I guess that's where being a romance writer helps us, right? Being very descriptive.
Yes, but at the same time, be concise. Don't be too wordy. Don't be too wordy in your actions. And that was also one of my hiccups, is that I'll be, your actions can't be like this big and you're just describing every little thing, because you're not leaving the actor
any
the room.
Any room.
So just keep it concise. Set the mood and tone in your actions, and focus on what the audience can see.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good. I know, like when we write, even like with the script, the short film that we're writing now, a lot of your feedback is just like, the audience can't see this.
Yeah.
And it's just like, geez, right? Yeah. Or get rid of beat.
Yeah.
Because I know, like,
Yeah. That was the Shonda Rhimes thing for me, because I remember reading her scripts and she would put, beat to let you know that there's like a pause, right?
Yeah. But she's also Shonda Rhimes.
Girl.
So a lot of these script things, right, it's like they're telling us what to do. And then when we read people like Shonda Rhimes and or scripts from Lovecraft Country, they have that stuff in there. But again, it's a Shonda Rhimes script. So they're going to get a pass.
Yeah. And it makes sense, right? Because I like using beat. You just use it sporadically, right?
Right.
But one of the things
or you can write that pause in the action as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about how, we're writing things that's in the character's mind that we can't see, a lot of times it's things like, he thinks he can't do this. Like, that's an action, but it's like, nobody can see that.
Yeah, nobody can see that.
Nobody can see that unless you describe how it looks on his face.
Right.
If you're being descriptive in that sense, then maybe, they'll get the sense. But anyway, it's script writing really 101 when it comes to action, writing your actions. Yeah.
Yeah. And those are some really good nuggets. I love Professional Pen. Oh my gosh, I love her videos. And I know, like, just recently they were doing a my phone. It's normally on D&D, so I'm not sure how that got undone. But they just had a script analysis class. And they were just doing the what was that movie? American, with Erica Alexander.
I can't think of it right now. With Wright. Yeah, with Jeffrey Wright. I can't think of it. But
yeah, they were just breaking that down, because I love how she does like the script analysis. Even like when she comes on, like after, like, like, let's just say Tyler Perry movie, and then she'll have her like breakdowns. just how she does that with
It's
even the
really-
Gladiator, not even picking on Tyler Perry. Or
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
But the Gladiator too, she did that. And
It's
it was
because
just like,
Shannon is giving you the bird's eye from a script
Right.
writing perspective, right?
Right.
When she's really talking script. I think, to me, she is the most perfect source when
Yeah.
it comes to script writing. So yes, the Professional Pen.
yeah, definitely
Shout out,
shout out Professional Pen.
Yeah, check her out.
Any screenwriters out there don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
You better recognize.
You better ask somebody. You better ask somebody.
So
If you don't know.
now you know.
No.
So this was good.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to take a break. And when we come back, it's about to be on.
Okay. And we're back.
Welcome back, Indies. Oh my goodness.
The crazy that happens in between, just
in between commercials.
Yeah. But before we start, I wanted to just ask you, our fans, to help us grow this channel. If you can do us a solid and like and subscribe to this podcast, it would help us grow and hopefully reach more and more people, especially our indies. So please help us out.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
All righty.
Let's talk resume.
I don't know if it's even about resume. I mean, I know the title is 5 ways Indies can build a resume. I like to think of it as gaining experience. You know,
like any job.
Yeah.
Really.
Exactly.
Right?
Like building that career. Like you need experience. And you know, this industry is no different. So for me, if I'm thinking about it, I know that when I was like starting out, I was in like my 20s. So let's talk about the second half of my life, restarting out, right, in film and television. Because what I did in my 20s was completely different than now. I could do a lot of things for free, right?
Right.
Work for like a month for free or whatever.
Yeah.
Things I can't really do that, so that it's not practical for me
right now.
now.
Yeah.
So, my first thing is network through industry events. You find them, you attend, and you get really active in there.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, your next job is coming from somebody that you know.
Right.
Somebody that you met. I know for me, about 85% of my jobs came from people that I know.
Making those connections.
Yeah, making those connections.
Yeah.
So it's like film festivals. I don't know too much film festivals, but
like if there is like for instance here in the Philly area, Black Star, right? There's always like go to those events. Even like what I love about the networking part is it's not like you have to have all this money to go to a different state or to go to these like major film festivals, right?
Right.
There's a lot happening
in your town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in a smaller town, but there's a larger city near you, trust me, there is a community.
Yep. Take that hour drive and head on to the big city, or also create a meetup.
Yeah.
In your small town.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee if you're into film and television production, 9 times out of 10, there's somebody else there.
Yes.
And you can build upon that, because there are people from the big city that would travel to this small city for that meetup. So, create that. So meetups, organizations, and, you're right. Like film festivals. But sometimes I just think,
because even if you're not going there for the festival,
right,
honey, you could just hang out in the area.
That's true.
And connect and find people that are in the industry or doing things that you're into, you know. So
because you just went to the Toronto Film Festival, right?
Yeah.
And I know, like, when you were preparing, you were like, okay, what are my intentions and stuff like that. You really had like a game plan about what it is that you wanted to do. Okay, I like that.
And like I said, it doesn't have to be the big ones. I'm sure there's stuff happening locally that you can attend. And if there is these festivals, then you're just like, I don't have the money for it,
right,
honey. Just hang out at the hotel of where that festival, wherever that festival is going to be.
Right.
Just be in the vicinity. You will meet people.
Yeah. And even like through an event was how we met Charlize.
Yes.
And we got stages.
Yeah.
Like Naomi and I went to this producers retreat.
Yeah.
Was it free?
Yes.
Yeah. See, it was free. And
through Philly Cam.
Through Philly Cam. Shout out Philly Cam. And Charlize was sitting like
just a few
chairs away. And there was this one exercise. And I remember in my car, I was having this conversation with myself, and it was like, Annette, you're going to go here to this place and you're going to actually talk to people. And because sometimes I have a habit of just sitting there and just people watching, right? So you're going to go there and you're going to talk to people. And then this one exercise they had on there to make sure all these producers were talking to each other, I had to look to my right and talk to somebody and ask her. And then that's how we started talking. And then, lo and behold, I was like,
a connection was made. And then we followed through.
Yeah.
And a web series was filmed and it's out there. So yeah.
Right.
I want to talk about volunteering. So I'm going to take this from a newbie perspective because I'm going to just shoot back into my 20s real quick. Because I knew I always wanted to be in this industry.
She time travels.
And I remember just going to philly.org, which right? And I found this post, some dude was filming something. And I was just like, I have no experience. Working on a set at all. And I was just like, it looks like I think they were looking for PAs or something. And I was like, I got time and a car.
Right.
Let me, and I reached out to him, and that was Jack. And here I am. I just showed up. Only sister, you know how we do. And showed up, and we just hit it off. I hit it off with him. I hit it off with the crew. And I was just learning right there. I didn't know anything about lighting. I didn't know anything. I ain't know nothing. All I knew was I loved writing. I wanted to do film and TV. And I was not going to go to college to do it.
I honestly think that's all kind of, sometimes those are the only things that you need. It's that love and that desire and that passion.
Yeah. So I want to just say to anybody out there, regardless of your age, if you are just starting out, honestly, volunteer some time.
Yeah.
On anybody's production, just be like, hey, I'm just here. Use me however you want. I may not know much, or I know some things.
Yeah.
Right. And just use it pays off.
Yeah.
In so many ways.
Yeah. And also if you can get a PA gig.
Yeah. Yeah.
That pays.
Yeah.
You're literally getting paid to learn.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that I tell a lot of people on set.
Yeah.
When I ask a PA, all right, so what's your end game? Because I want them to team up with and shadow the person. And that comes to my next thing.
Yes, it does.
Shadow an experienced professional.
Yeah.
So if somebody comes in and just like, yo, I want to be a producer. remember we had a PA that wanted to be an executive producer, and she was the assistant of our executive producer, Charlize. Yep. So she got to learn what it was, because you're getting paid, and then you're learning the various
and picking up skills.
Right.
Yes.
So it's win-win.
It really is.
You know, so
I'm telling you, the PA, the PA,
it's
and
the gateway.
It really is. I like you had said before in a previous discussion you and I had. I feel like the work of the PA is very similar to the administrative assistant in any place. Mm-hmm. You know everything. Yep. You know what's going on. You are flexible. You can do different things. You are the engine.
Yeah.
Even if people are telling you you're not.
Right.
You really are.
Right.
So yeah, I think PAing is. I know it gets that bad rap, or people abuse it or abuse their PAs.
Because it's like service, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And this culture really does not honor those who are in service.
Yeah.
But I see you. I thank you. But so shadowing and an experienced professional, and just allows you to collaborate with other creatives.
Yeah.
But sometimes shadowing, I know for me, I've shadowed like a few times. And I wanted to shadow, it's weird. Like I wanted to shadow a director before we were filming stages. And I couldn't get anybody to allow me. Yeah.
Because not everyone is willing to share what they know.
That was
openly.
That was really hard. And it was about maybe 6 people that I approached. And 4 of them I knew. And I was so like, wow. And so I vowed that anytime anybody asked me, I was going to do my due diligence to help them out in any capacity.
Not everyone is open to. I feel like there are just some folks that think that I need to keep this knowledge with me and not share it with anyone, because that in some way diminishes what, who they are or what they know. And it's like, absolutely not. That's not how the universe works.
Yeah. Also, there's enough sun for everybody.
Yeah.
But so don't be like those people. Be open, share. Yeah. Great things come out when you share.
Yeah.
Like you might meet this person that is shadowing you, but in 5 years, that person shadowing you might be up here.
Yeah.
And they remembered how amazing you were. And you're down here in your career, and they bring you up here. Yeah. Like you never know.
You don't. You don't.
So
I also want to talk about another avenue is creating your own stuff.
Hell yeah!
In the year of our Lord, 2025, there is technology like never before, where you can just take that computer that you call a phone.
Yeah.
With photo, it's got its own camera. Go out there and create your own stuff.
Yeah, that's so true. Because
YouTube.
Yeah, when we were younger, I guess we're gonna time travel this whole episode.
We gonna go back.
You had to go the route.
There was only one route.
There was only one route.
There was only one route, and that was finish high school, go to college, study film, TV communications,
and then go internship.
Definitely intern, or at any news, wherever, right? With networks, news studios, whatever, and get in. And so the only way you could get in the industry was through that one route.
Yeah.
And here we are now, where all of us have the technology in our hands 24/7.
24/7, yeah.
To create.
Yeah.
And we have platforms where we can share our creations.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
because gone are those days now where it's like you go to a dinner party and they're like,
who's going to these?
Or you meet people for, at the bar or coffee house, and they're just like, hey, yeah, Naomi, she's a writer, producer. And they're just like, oh, a writer? Have I read anything that you've written?
Have I seen anything that you've done?
And gone are those days because it's just like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel.
Let me share my here. You can find me on the gram because all my stuff is there. Like, yeah.
So, create short film, web series, content for social media, everything that you just said.
Yeah.
And pretty much everything that we do. So there's that.
Yeah.
So,
and the final one is collaborate, right? Collaborate with other creators.
Yeah.
And literally you can volunteering, you're collaborating with other.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these points that we're giving are interchangeable.
Yeah.
Or they work together.
Yeah. I think so. I'm sorry. I was like staring at my notes because I thought I wrote something about even just the
there we go. It's here.
Letters of recommendation.
Tell me about that.
When you're working on a set and you're doing a bang up job,
yeah.
you are killing it. People love you. They're like, you're the gal, you're the guy, you're the they, right?
Yeah.
After that, you find someone, if it's the director, the AD, producer, you ask them for a letter of recommendation. Because if you only have 2 things on your resume, but you got a letter of recommendation from a producer, director, somebody on that project that says, yes, I would definitely recommend them. And you put that with your resume, you're like building that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's real time, right? And they have their email address, they have their phone number, all of that stuff. That will also help you with your resume.
Nice. Look at you.
A little tidbit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Somebody is giving you shout out, kudos,
right?
And putting it in writing.
Writing. Yeah. It goes a long way because a lot of people, they just submit resumes. But, if you can submit a resume and a letter of recommendation,
it's on.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I think we hit some.
Yeah.
This is some valuable stuff. I really
think
good
stuff.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think are ways that you can build a resume and what's tried and true for you.
Yeah. So, what has worked for you?
Yeah.
Please in the comments.
Yeah.
Share with us because we would love to hear your views on this.
Yeah. So we are going to take a break. And then we'll be back. White back. All right. Hey, thanks for sticking around, coming back. I don't know why I'm out of breath.
I don't know either.
The stuff that be happening
behind the scenes, y'all don't know. Yeah. So yeah, good talk. Just remember the key points. Even though we were talking about resume, it's really building you up, right? Build you up.
What she said.
Take any and every opportunity that is out there to build you up, because building you up builds up your resume. But it do. Volunteer, create your own stuff, network.
It's all about relationships.
It's all about relationships. Build those connections. Did I forget anything? Shadow and collaborate.
Yeah.
Shadow folks if you can, and just find your tribe. Find your tribe and collaborate.
Find your peoples because they're out there. That means you're going to have to leave your house. You're going to have to talk to people.
Like in person.
Yeah.
In person.
Right.
It's all great virtual.
Yeah.
But in person, that's really where the connection is at. So, okay.
Before we go, again, please help us. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Like,
let's get talking.
What you be doing to build your resume?
Who be talking?
Yeah.
Y'all be talking.
Y'all be talking.
We want to hear it. We want to hear it. So
yeah. And share all that stuff with us. So, all right. Thanks for sticking with us. Y'all be great.
Always.
And
that's a wrap.